I'm not going to do a drum roll.
Tim, what do you do?
I am a theatre practitioner, mainly directing, choreography.
Good to have you back.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's been like long.
It's been long.
Sucks. Worst movie.
No!
Yours.
Yeah.
Literally.
Tim and Ryan
Yes,
gang
yes,
up
yes.
on me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
No, wait. I speak as a woman, the only woman at this table. He's not.
You first say thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
As the guest star, I'll have you know. If you're not okay being undressed on stage, like, decide it before you get there. Because when a whole panel of directors are staring at you being like, will you do nudity? I won't do it. I will not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I did not hit her. It's not true. I did not hit her.
And then you've seen that, right? I think the guy...
Terrible.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Nice
James
job.
Franco
Nice.
and the boys did a spin-off.
The movie's about the making of what's called the best, worst movie ever made.
I hate accents. Like, don't
Really?
give me accents. Really? Wow.
Was there ever a moment you doubted your path?
This morning.
Wow.
Tell us about
Yeah.
it. It's fresh.
Why have I put in all this effort to go and become an accountant? I'm in too deep now.
Yeah.
Like, it's too late to turn out. It's one of those industries where, like, you could be homeless for 3 months and then a millionaire for a month.
Sold his dog.
Maybe I'll just make Rocky again.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll just do Rocky featuring Tim. It's just me running in the street, getting chased by random people. Just trying to get like massively close to God. I was listening to this amazing sermon piece of advice that actually saved me. If you want to make it,
Real change happens when your loves are reordered.
Hey to the movie show fans.
Hey.
Indeed. So we're here to speak about Preach Closet for a few. So as you can see, there's Preach Closet right behind us, and we do love Preach Closet. And you will love it as well, because what we're about to bring up is special to y'all.
Dedicated to just the movie show.
Yeah.
Watchers out there in the world.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes. So we're gonna be having a challenge for y'all, and this challenge is gonna be a series of numbers distributed.
Yes. So as you're watching the movie show, there will be a series of numbers that are gonna pop up in
Every
random
minute.
parts of the
Yeah,
show.
show,
Yes,
yeah,
random
yeah.
parts of the show. So as you're watching the movie show, as
Yes.
you're watching Session Ryan,
We'll reveal
do
a
the
number.
most and tell you guys about the movies. There'll be numbers that are gonna show up, and if you put those numbers together at the end of the show, you will have a special, an amazing
Wow.
discount code.
Yes, a discount code, a 10% discount code for any purchase in Preach Closet. So do make sure that you watch throughout the show. You'll have the codes, and yes, you'll be able to make that purchase with the 10% decrease.
10% discount.
Discount. That's
So you
the
can
word.
watch movies in style.
Yes, cinema in style. Yes.
Hey to the movie show fans.
Hey! I think the other two did it better than us.
Yes, cinema.
It's okay. I'm Sash.
My name's Ryan.
Timothy Soal.
Timothy, not Chalamet. I know.
Not Chalamet.
You were like, oh my
Not
gosh.
Chalamet.
Thank God.
That's Tim.
We went one up and got Timothy Soal on the movie show.
well, there you
I'll
go.
give you autographs after.
He'll sign the camera.
Yeah. Oh, that would be big vibes.
Then I saw afterwards trying to clean the camera, like, why did we let him sign it with a permanent marker?
Signed it in green.
Then every movie show from now on has Timothy Soal's autograph on the lens.
Levels.
Someone's gonna get that idea.
So welcome to the movie show.
Thank you.
We thought we'd have another interview.
Good to have you back.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
a
been like
minute.
long,
It's
man.
Been long.
Sucks. Worst movie.
No!
Remember that one scene just laser flat? Oh my word, that was amazing.
Well, the
Just
only
jumps
way.
and hits the floor and
Alright.
it's like boom.
So can we
Oh, I
from that
loved
just
it.
establish that they were just good friends?
Yeah.
Yours.
Yeah.
Literally.
At this point, they bring up, the movie shows we used to.
Where Tim and Ryan
Yes,
gang
yes,
up
yes.
on me.
Oh yeah. With us.
Ryan and Tim.
And
Just us.
So this week in the movie show,
No, wait. I speak as a woman, the only woman at this table. He's not.
you first say thank you very much.
thank you very much.
As the guest star, I'll have you know. Yeah.
Wow.
We should have done it again.
Yeah.
Ah, saddest. We missed our opportunity. Otherwise, we just keep talking here and then just,
Coming to you, the next movie show, March 2025. There you go.
Wow. Yeah, so we are gonna just start off with some questions and find out who Tim is, what Tim is, why Tim is, when Tim is.
Yes. And
How?
what?
And how.
And what?
And how Tim is. How are
Okay.
you, Tim?
Oh, damn. I'm doing well. Yeah.
First question.
Yeah, great intro into that. Yeah, chill vibes.
First question to you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Roll the drum, please.
I'm not gonna do a drum roll. I'm not gonna do it.
Tim. What do you do?
I am a theater practitioner, mainly directing, choreography. Yeah,
Nice.
all of that stuff.
I did not know that was a term. Theatre practitioner.
Oh, it's like the hoity-toity
I also want to be a practitioner.
Yeah.
I'm changing. I'm a podcast practitioner
and film practitioner
and film
and church practitioner.
and clothing practitioner.
And yeah, there we go.
Sure.
You may call me Dr. Sash from now. No, I'm joking. Yeah.
But yeah, that's
That's
me.
cool.
Just did a couple shows last year, which was very cool.
I went to one of them actually.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Yes, it was
Wasn't
terrible.
my best
It was,
showing.
I'm joking. It was
Horrible.
no, it was very
Ah.
good. It was very. I thoroughly enjoyed it. In fact, I went with someone, and they don't. How long is it? Like
Yeah, we did 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's generally like the first act of a play, and they finished the first act, and she was like, "Why are we stopping? Like,
Oh.
I want to see the." I was like, "I know, right?"
But the full thing is like 3 hours.
Yeah,
so
no, he did Les Mis.
Yeah.
Les
yeah,
Miserables.
yeah.
If I pronounced that, I probably didn't pronounce it right.
I actually had to look up the pronunciation. I think it's Les Miserables or Les Miserables.
You know we have a
Something. It's
French man
French.
in our come here, Frenchman, quickly run.
Frenchman.
Run.
Yes, you.
Run.
The
run.
one looking
okay,
around
we have
confused.
two.
Oh,
Pronounce it.
oh.
Les Misérables.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Baboom.
That's it. There we go.
Put him in the credits, you know. French.
Frenchman.
Yeah.
The French guy. Second question. If you could work with any director, I think I know the answer to this. Who would it be and why?
I'd probably go. It wouldn't be like technically his directorship that I'd want to work with, but William Kentridge. He does amazing work, and I feel like the Center for the Less Good Idea, which is in Maboneng, shout out, is very cool. So I definitely do that. If it was film, David Fincher.
Already.
What did you think I would say?
I thought you were
Wow.
going to say Nolan.
Okay.
Oh no. I mean, Nolan's cool, but Fincher, guys.
Yeah, David Fincher is very cool.
Although I heard a story about David Fincher the other day, where apparently he walks around set like a shark and like just waddles around. And then he just tells him to keep doing shots. And then eventually, after like 57 shots, he'll be like, all right, keep that one, delete the rest. And that's it. Like
Delete
he
the
gets-
rest?
Yeah, he gets it down until he gets it down.
That editor must love him.
Yeah, probably.
Because
But
they
the
literally have
actors-
one, the actors and
don't.
everyone else. What if
Yeah.
you delete the wrong, like you delete
Yo, someone's getting fired. Then they have to do a whole nother day of filming.
just
Yeah,
to get
not
that
it.
one? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Next question for you. So, what is your worst film and why?
Oh.
I bet it's a rom-com.
Wait.
Or maybe
I
it's a
actually
Marvel
do
film.
remember this.
You do remember it?
Yeah.
It was a traumatic experience.
It was a horrible
We are
movie.
taking him back.
You
to
actually watched the
childhood.
whole thing.
No, here's the thing. I was amazed by how bad it was. That's how bad it was. Like the levels to that horrible game.
Wait, was it so bad that you still
Oh, I
watched
finished it. I finished it.
Oh, really?
I was like, there's no way. I have to like... but I cannot actually remember the movie now. But you know what is that bad one? They did that parody of it where the guy's like, I won't do it. I will not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I did not hit her. It's not true. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
And then you've seen that, right? I think the guy, dude from Spider-Man, you know, the Green Goblin kid, dude who became Green Goblin. OG. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Willem Dafoe?
No, not him.
Not him.
The son.
Oh! Yes.
James Franco.
James Franco. Nice
James
job.
Franco
Nice.
and the boys did a spin-off of, like, you can Google it. It's called The Worst Film
Really?
something.
The movie's about the making of what's called the best, worst movie ever made.
Right.
Which is a particular thing, because there are thousands of bad movies that we will never watch again.
Yeah.
People have been watching this movie, The Room, for 14 and a half years.
So this guy named Tommy and his friend, they weren't getting the acting roles that they wanted.
There was the same amount of passion in these guys as, you know, a
As
young
in anybody.
Coppola. Yeah, anyone.
Right.
It's just that they ended up making something, you know, it's just
terrible.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't. What I respected so much about Tommy is he got it made. How many people, you know, want to break into the movie business? Millions of people in the course of, you know, the history of the movies, and they don't make it. Tommy got his movie made, and then not only that, it somehow, in some weird, crazy way, became this hit.
Action!
I did not hit her. It's not true. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
It's atrocious. But that was a fun watch. It was very comedic. Yeah.
Sounds
Tell
like-
me your worst one, and then I
Worst?
might know.
Okay, this one was just, it was a very bad movie. There was a movie, I can't remember the full title, but it was something like the something of the killer tomatoes. And the whole premise of this film was, it was a horror film, but the whole premise was there were these tomatoes that so stupid.
Really? Wow.
And then this chick looked in the sink once in one of the scenes, and there's a tomato, and she's like, ah! Yeah, it was very dumb. It was a very stupid movie. In fact, I think George Clooney was in it. Yeah, George Clooney was in it. Yeah.
Hopefully a young, like a really young
Very young
version
George
of him,
Clooney.
right?
And then at one point, they were even like, oh, guys, we ran out of funds for the film. And they're like, oh, but if we do this Coke commercial then, or whatever, I can't remember what cold drink it was.
How you doing?
Just fine.
What can I get for you there?
Well, I'm kind of thirsty. I wonder if you got something I can drink.
Kind of thirsty. I'll tell you, when I'm thirsty, I go out and I get myself a Pepsi-Cola.
Wow, a Pepsi-Cola.
Yeah, you know, it's the choice of a new generation.
Well, groovy.
Do like a commercial.
And now we can
mid-film,
continue.
And then they
That's
continue with
genius. We should do that midway through this as well. But like, we can't continue. We don't have the fun there.
What's been your most challenging but rewarding role?
Ooh. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a play called Hello and Goodbye by Ethel Fugard. It's basically about this brother and sister, and the brother stays home alone looking after the dad. Sister comes back to visit after a whole bunch of years. She might have been a prostitute at some point, like it's a little vague, but essentially she's coming back for money that she thinks was hidden somewhere in the house. But should I plot twist it? Should I like...
Yeah.
Okay, I'll expose the plot twist. Anyway, it turns out that the dad died a while back, and the son is now just looking after like an imaginary...
Oh, hectic.
Because his whole purpose in life was looking after this dad,
Sure.
and now the dad's gone, so he's replaced his purpose by like... Yeah.
That's
and I loved that. That was my favorite guy. I was like this very weird, like slightly autistic kid, and I was like sitting there like constantly rocking or like fixating on something, and then I'd randomly in mid-conversation just tell my co-actor to shush, and then I'd go and like check on the dad,
Yeah.
and then come back and pretend like I'd actually seen him. It was freaky, but it was so cool. Yeah, that was amazing. And the nice thing was the embodying of it. Like I even added, he had this shoulder slump that kind of came into play. And as soon as you did it, you could just feel the character. You were like there. And
What specific acting techniques or methodologies have you found most effective in your training?
firstly, embodying the character helps. So finding their walk, and then just going a little bit extreme with it. Obviously with theater, you can't be like normal and the camera picks up everything. Theater doesn't. So it's often nice to take, like I said, the shoulder thing. I would normally just have a little shoulder problem, but like I took it all the way down until the point where it was like too extreme. And then that informed the character and made it bigger. Other things are sometimes cool to associate the character with an animal and then finding like these animalistic traits, which then pull it through. I hate accents. Like, don't give me accents. I can't find the voice. It annoys the life out of me. But yeah, costume also really helps. There's something about arriving at the end, putting the costume on and the costume making you become the character. Yeah, that does something very cool.
Okay, next one. What is the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you on stage or during an audition?
I think once or twice I've like blanked on lines. And the problem is time moves slower when you're on stage. So you can feel every excruciating second you're just standing there and doing nothing. And you're like, damn it, come to me. And then you ad-lib something. And then you're like...
Afterwards, you're like...
Because then you skip like 2 or 3 lines ahead already. But that's about it. I don't think I've actually...
Did you have any actors, other actors on stage at the same time?
Oh, yeah, I did. And
so didn't they like help you out?
Here's the thing. They said their line. So they can't just keep talking. Like they've said their line, they're stopped.
They're
the
like,
audience
they passed
knows.
the ball to you now.
Yeah. They know. It's like you guys being like, so how's your day been? And
but isn't it cool? Like, wouldn't it be cool for them just to like throw a little nudge?
Oh yeah, sometimes they
weren't you gonna tell me about?
But sometimes it's like there's nothing else for them to say.
Yeah.
And especially if their character's not very verbal. So like my character in that play, I said like very short lines, and then if I missed a cue, their thing was screwed because I literally say what I say, and then they're supposed to respond to it.
So damn.
It's yeah, that was rough. But I love it, because it keeps things interesting,
If you had, this one's interesting, if you had an unlimited budget for a movie, right? Ooh. But you can only cast your friends. What kind of film would you make? This is a kind of unfair though, because he has a lot of like actor friends. I do. But anyway, it's fine.
I do.
Try and not include.
It's a good question though.
Yeah.
I'd probably then go with very few characters.
Really?
I'd probably do something similar to Locke. I'd probably do a whole bunch of voice recordings.
That's clever.
And then film it in somewhere that's super overpricey. Like
Ryan, have you watched Locke? Yes,
Tom
you have.
Hardy?
Yes. Tom Hardy movie by
driving.
himself. We did it actually
and there's a
on
whole
the
bunch
show.
of phone calls.
Oh yes,
That's
yes,
Locke.
yes.
Yeah. Great movie. I think that was originally a play, which is
funny enough. Can I just tell you something funny, right? So Tim was like, "Oh, you must watch Locke." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I go and watch Locke, and I'm like, "Tim, I watched Locke," and he's like, "Oh, I haven't watched it." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
So you told me to watch a movie that So
but that's only happened once. I genuinely recommend stuff. I
was just like, okay, cool.
But I was glad I watched it.
Yeah, no, it was very good.
Was there ever a moment you doubted your path in acting, and what kept you going?
This morning.
Wow.
Tell us about it. It's fresh.
I was like in class and I felt faint because of all the activity we were doing. And I was like, I shouldn't be here. My life is a mess.
Why am I here?
I don't understand my existence.
That's crazy.
No, it was hectic. But
sure.
One thing is I'm in too deep now.
Yeah.
Like it's too late to turn out. I mean, I could go after uni and maybe do something with that. But it's like, why? Why have I put in all this effort to go and become an accountant? I don't think I'm more on a performer path than a director path. Every time I'm directing, I'm like, this is where I should be. This is what's happening. I'm very down with it. But sometimes when I have to perform, the energy in me just dies. And I'm like, especially if it's not a character I'm passionate about. Because sometimes the director makes a decision and you just got to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I think
that's crazy.
I think that will help you as a director, because when you've been in the shoes of the people that you're leading or directing, it makes you lead a lot differently.
Yeah, true.
Because you almost like you understand, a director once told me to do something that I didn't agree with. So that might change your style of directing, where you become more collaborative, or you work with the actor and try and get them to a point where they understand the decision that you've made as a
very
director.
supportive.
Yeah.
Instead of
you can do this. I believe in you. Go act.
Now go, because money's running out.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, the camera's popping. Let's go.
My God, are we falling through the cracks too long? Till we see the back of sunset. My God, we got us dancing with the past, but nobody knows. I never wanna be those people. I wanna see the world keep turning round. I
are your plans after graduation, or what personal goals do you have for the future?
So this year I'm hoping to make 2 or 3 plays, choreographed works, all that will hopefully take me into industry level. I'll give you a spoiler into the one play. I'm thinking of just putting this body on stage, and nobody knows who this person is or how they got there. They don't talk, they don't do anything. And we kind of see them put in this middle of this town where everybody knows everybody. And we're going to see the town grow crazy, trying to figure out what to do with this woman. So yeah, that's maybe where we'll go this year. That could be very cool. And then I'll just probably take those out, maybe work on them at the center. I also have a couple of film opportunities that will hopefully open up.
That's very cool.
And yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's one of those industries where like you could be homeless for 3 months and then a millionaire for a month. And then
for a month?
Homeless again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Sylvester Stallone before Rocky
Literally.
sold his dog.
Maybe I'll just make Rocky again.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll just do Rocky featuring Tim, you know? Casually. Why not?
Why not? You know?
Yeah, I'll just be the slim version. You know, the guy who gets his ass handed to him in every movie. Literally.
Right. And how many people have watched Rocky, you know? Like, do you even know what we are talking
I don't
about?
think our generation.
Enough time has gone by to actually recreate it.
Yeah.
And people be like, what a great idea. Wow, who would have ever thought of that? Original idea.
Meantime.
It's been done before.
It's just me running in a street, getting chased by random people.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yeah, nice. And any like personal goals, or is it just like the art?
Right now, I'm just trying to lock into finance. You know, like I can't be broke the rest of my life. But yeah, trying to do some healthy, responsible saving, put away portions of what I earn. Side note, I'm just trying to get like massively close to God. That's just been my goal for this year. Is I don't care how the plays and everything else goes. I was listening to this amazing sermon by Tim Keller, literally 2 nights ago, and it's called "The Struggle, Thy Will Be Done."
Because real change happens when your loves are reordered. So if you're saying, for example, I need to stop A, I do A and I do B, and I need to stop A and B. But if you love A and B more than you love God, you will go back to A and B. It doesn't matter how much accountability there is. It doesn't matter the consequences. It doesn't matter how much you try to exert your willpower. The problem is, unless you come to love God more than you love A and B, you'll keep going back to A and B. Well, now how do you change your loves? Prayer.
And he talks about how we'll accept that, like, when God says do something and we do what he wills, then we will be rewarded for that. But it's the opposite in the case for Jesus, because his thing was, if I do God's will, I will literally be crushed. I will be. So that was pretty hectic for me. So knowing that, like, Jesus went through that, I think everything will work out fine. So that's me.
What skills do you believe are essential for a successful career in stage acting?
Don't make it your main job, I think. Yeah, maybe have multiple side hustles, multiple side jobs. If you're going to make it your main job, you have to be super good at it.
Yeah.
And you have to be like hustling 24/7. And then you still need to put away a massive amount of like funds for those months when you're not working. I mean, if something like COVID hits again, hey, it is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
I think really be smart about that. And yeah, know the right people. You need to go to all the events. Something about Joburg is, if you want to make it, you have to support others. Like, people don't support you if you haven't shown up for their thing. So just go everywhere, anywhere, support all the people you can, make all the friends you can.
What is one piece of advice you wish someone had told you before you started your acting journey?
Can I switch that question to a piece of advice that actually saved me
Yeah.
for my journey?
So it did happen.
Yeah. Someone actually did come to me. I met up with someone who studied it. He was in our church for a long while, and then kind of met up with him. And he said, make a list before you get in of everything that you will and won't do.
Oh, that's
And mainly
fine.
the won't do. So, like, if you're not okay being undressed on stage, like, decide it before you get there. Because when a whole panel of directors are staring at you being like, will you do nudity? 90% of people buckle and they're like, yeah, sure. And then they feel too guilty to later change that. So it just helps to have, and I mean, often, obviously, like, being a believer in the industry, a lot of people have questions about, like, even profanity, other things like that. Make your decisions beforehand and then enter into it knowing exactly what you will and won't do. And it just saves you so much like headache, heartache, guilt. Actually having those boundaries sets you up way better, because then people respect you, they respect your boundaries. It's not like people are easy to do everything, like, you know, nobody really. So that was amazing.
That's crazy. I think that was the best. The
Yeah.
best out of all the
That's very,
questions.
that
And
was
it's helped
very
me
good.
multiple times already. So yeah, shout out.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, guys.
That was incredible.
No, it
Big
was
vibes.
The end.